We are Mike and Taylor, and these are our dogs, Penny and Lucy. We sold our home and nearly everything we owned, moved aboard a 40-foot boat, and sailed from Seattle. This is the story of us making our way. All right, so let the games begin. We are planning on leaving Chiapas, which also means we're planning on leaving Mexico in 2 days. Welcome back, friends. For the last 6 weeks, we've been tied to a dock in the southernmost coast of Pacific Mexico, while we waited for a new autopilot to get shipped to us. Mike just wrapped up the absolutely epic installation, which means we can now leave Mexico and set sail for a totally new country. It is just like all systems go right now, like sending Mike up the mast and having him do a rigging inspection and tinkering with some shit up top, getting our bottom clean. We just had a couple guys come do that because bad. And I don't know, like a literal just huge list of stuff, but we're chipping away. We're about to clean all these couch covers again because Little Miss Penny and her Little Miss antifungal cream sure made a hell of a mess up in here, so I'm gonna clean all these before we leave. Good news is that Penny has slowly but surely responded to the topical medicine that we've been applying for the last 87 years. I don't know, but she's really almost out of the woods. She's just got a little patch on the side of her face right now that is almost there. I think a couple more days and it'll be good. But the cone is just, precautionary so she doesn't hit it with her back leg and open it up with her talons. So, everybody's healing from their various infections and new autopilot is installed and Via's getting a nice clean and yeah, everybody's feeling good. Anyway, lots of stuff going on today, lots of stuff going on tomorrow, and then we should be looking to get out of here pretty soon. We chipped away at our lengthy to-do lists, preparing Via for the longest passage that she's taken on in a very long time.
We are checked out of Mexico. We have our Zarpe.
You're looking very, I don't even know.
Well, I was starting to take it off and then took the camera.
Oh.
Yeah, we're all checked out, ready to go to Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, baby!
It's a bit of a process. Luckily, the marina here takes you around everywhere you have to go.
Yeah,
so.
How many places did you go to?
It's 4 stops. It was the Army Bank to
say hi,
pay for something, and then I don't know, somebody else, and then somebody else. You go immigration, and then finally the port captain. There's just 4 stops, but if you had to figure that out on your own, it'd be a pain. But yeah,
so we're all checked out.
We're all checked out. Ready to go to Costa Rica, Lucy?
Oh boy!
Yeah.
All right, so it's official. We leave Mexico for Costa Rica tomorrow morning. So today is food prep and last minute items and some more cleaning, really taking advantage of this dock water because I don't know when we're going to be at a dock again.
What do I have to do? I gotta pull Chandler up?
Yeah, we gotta clean the exterior. I haven't done that.
Exterior, I'll do that. Pull up Chandler, run jack lines.
Yeah.
Tonight I'll get the sails ready.
Well, it's about 7 a.m. on our last morning in Mexico.
This is it. We leave Mexico today after almost a year and a half, which is crazy. I mean, we didn't really have a plan when we got to Mexico, but I never thought we'd be here for this long.
We've just been doing all the really, really last minute things like unplugging and securing the AC.
We're about ready to go. We're checked out, passports just got stamped.
Just putting all little things away, and mostly just kind of waiting because we've got the Navy coming by to do an inspection. They do an inspection here when you arrive and when you depart. So our checkout procedures are almost done. We need to sign something or do just one last little thing, and then you have to leave like immediately after that. They don't let you do anything else. So we will leave immediately after that.
Are jumping straight to Costa Rica, I think. The forecast looks pretty good. Probably very light winds to start, and then maybe a good sailing breeze later on. But I think it'll take about 4 days. It's like 450 miles.
Yeah, I'm kind of nervous. It's been a long time since we've been out on the water, it feels like, and something that I'm pretty nervous about is the fact that we are almost guaranteed to meet our first squalls on this passage.
I'm a little nervous about squalls on this one. It's going into rainy season now, and the thunderstorms have really started to pick up. Every boat that's come in here has reported having gotten hit by some pretty powerful, not always wind, but at least like lightning. No one's been hit, like struck by lightning, but I mean just, you know, crazy lightning storms.
Probably see some serious lightning and thunderstorms. So we're kind of on alert for that.
So I'm a little nervous about that because it'll be kind of new for us, but you know, we'll figure it out. There's going to be a lot of that over the next 6 months.
And neither of us are very excited about that part of it, but otherwise the forecast looks good, the boat's ready, and we're going to Costa Rica.
Adios, Mexico. It's been a really awesome year and a half, and I'm really excited to see what Costa Rica's like.
The Navy completed their inspection, and with that, we were off. Got a minefield of long lines out here all of a sudden, just trying to dodge these lines, but you don't really know where exactly they are.
Sailing. We don't have a ton of breeze. It's been 5 to 10 lately, now kind of like 8 to 10, and we are close hauled, really about as tight as we can really sail to the wind, about 30-35 apparent, but we're moving along at about 5 knots. It is a little lumpy. Waves are really close together, so we're kind of bashing into them, but engine's off, so I'm a happy camper. So there's a really noticeable difference in the performance of the autopilot. It's just like, it just keeps us dead on course. It doesn't wander nearly as much. Just doesn't need as much like just it really finely uses the rudder as opposed to like making these kind of big swings like the old one did. And I think that's helping our boat speed quite a bit. And it's like whisper quiet, so you're not hearing the motor constantly work. So I'm very happy, even though the wind mode isn't functioning yet. I'm very happy.
Ooh, you can hear thunder.
That is a big thunder. Got our first major squalls happening right now. It's been a pretty good lightning show, and luckily everything's showing up on radar. So big one's been kind of way off to port, like 7 or 8 miles away, and then one just popped up right in front of us about 2 miles. So I'm trying to go around that one. We are hopefully gonna be able to go around all these, and drop the main, so we just have the staysail up in case the wind really picks up. But so far it's stayed light, and it's gotten dark. We had a nice moon, and then it went behind the clouds, and so it's like pitch black until the lightning strikes. Sky up ahead is looking a little ominous. We'll see if it develops into something. Well, we're passing under that cloud, and the wind just jumped from 4 knots to 21. It's like dead on the nose, so I just pulled down all the sails, and we're just motoring into it, but it came up quick. Continued to build, and we were basically not making any headway and just slamming the bow into the waves. So I went forward and raised the staysail, and kind of more like fore-reaching now with the engine on. Wind's dying a little bit. We're more seeing like 17 to 20 instead of 20 to 24. So it feels like maybe we're through the worst of it, and it's really not bad, but we weren't able to make any headway. And I think probably we'll get through it and be back to no wind, but there's a lot of water coming over the bow though.
The wind had held high enough for long enough to kick up waves that quickly turned the smooth sea into an upwind bash that lasted for hours and hours and hours. It took the entire rest of the day for the sea state to come down. So all we could do was just hold on as we bounced and bashed and inched along. And very slowly but surely, the chop dissipated, and a beautiful and colorful evening arrived. Wow, what a day. What a day. It was a rodeo up in here. It is much smoother now. We have no wind. Still kind of have the leftover of the waves, so really short period swell, but we're still a little bouncy, but it's nothing like it was. Thank goodness. We're getting the sunset, and I'm really hopeful that we're going to have a calm night because we are so pooped from today. Luckily, we did have a much more calm night, quiet night, and this morning it's just beautiful out here. There's like rain clouds and squalls sort of forming all around, and you just watch them, develop and form, and then just sort of dissipate away. Mike is downstairs getting some sleep. We're both pretty beat from yesterday, to be honest, but that's really the worst of it. So I'd say that's pretty good because we're about 50 miles offshore, and I can see the land from here. Clarity today is insane. There's mountains that are being blocked by a rain cloud right now. Otherwise, I would show you. But it's pretty wild. Yeah, today our biggest challenge will be getting the dogs to go to the back room. A little bit hairy yesterday, there was just no reprieve from the bashing, and anyway, that's our mission for today, and not too bad.
Well, we had a really quiet night, just motoring. The seas just kind of slowly laid down throughout the day. But man, yesterday was uncomfortable. It's just like the wind was on the nose the entire time. Pretty big, just like steep waves. So we were just bashing. But today finally we've got some wind to sail by, and we got some dolphins. So it's looking up.
today was much more calm and relaxing than yesterday. And for the last couple hours, we've just been having like the most perfect sail. We are directly on course with 10 knots just in front of the beam, doing 5 knots. We just had some dinner. The girls ate some dinner and went to the bathroom. So big successes in that department today. And yeah, it's just a beautiful evening. Join us next time. Wow, this is like epic, epic, epic beautiful. As we arrive in stunning Costa Rica, where our highs and our lows become more extreme than they have ever been.
Aw, she doesn't like it.